What's going on, y'all? So I'm gonna make a quick video because I just picked these up at Target and Amazon. If you don't know, right now today's the 2nd of October. The Target has like spend $100 on toys, get $25 off. So I picked up, what was it? These three. Which ones did I get from there? I believe it was, shit, I don't even remember. I know Grunt Graves was one of them. Matter of fact, I think it was these three. So I picked up, and I got like Tunnel Rat. There he is. No, it was Low Light. So it was Low Light. Fuck, I'm all over the place. Bazooka. Bazooka! This one. I wonder why they so different on the sides. Like, this is 62. Oh, that's probably why. Then these be coming out weirder. This has been out for a minute and I just ain't gave a fuck. But yo, there's too many damn Joes. So what I'm doing actually tonight, this week, is I'm going to, it's time to remold this shit. Like, I gotta take these Transformers down, restack them. Like, I gotta find somewhere for my Joes because I can't hang this shit all on the wall. So it's time to start opening up. But anyway, so I picked up Grunt, Flint for Tiger Force, and Vipra. She was the one that I considered for free because these three I definitely fucking wanted. Vipra I could care two shits about, but because I mean, like, this just, there's nothing about this figure that looks cool to me. I don't know, when I get her out of the box, maybe. I mean, I don't even know if she was part of the old line. I didn't collect the old line, so like, this is all new. Classified and Super 7 is all new to me, so when they come out with something, I can't really tell if they're doing like, I have to look that shit up on YouTube. I don't know if they're doing re-releases and just making them big or what. But anyway, so I picked those up, and then on Amazon I had like a credit, so, and I normally would have just picked those up, so that's like 4 for $75 plus tax. So I mean, like, I was like, you know what, I wanted those three, so don't, like, they also have another coupon where it's like spend $50, get $10 off. But I was going to get back into the gargoyles because that damn Xanatos in the Steel Clan suit, that shit look good, but NECA is not considered toys as a collectible, so duly noted. But I was able to pick up Low Light and Tunnel Rat. Now all I need is, we saw that we're going to be getting Jinx. I got Chuckles. So now all I need is Law and Order and Big Lob, if I'm not mistaken. Then I have my movie figures. Let's go. Let's go. Big Lob makes his move. Yo, I need that. But one thing that I was able to get in the mail that, like, I've been trying to post up and stuff, and was this guy. So now I have all three of the Insecticons. So we got Bombshell, we got Kickback, and we've got Shrapnel. When I was younger, like, the first real trend, like, not younger, I was like a freshman in high school and they re-released the 80s movie. And I thought, his name was Electron because I didn't know Kickback always, it was either Kickback or Shrapnel. I think it's Kickback who always repeats what he says. A little heavy on the electrons, Electron. Yo, what is he in, the Mafia? You remember Goodfellas? I'm gonna go get the papers, Yo! Well, hold on. I was just joking. This motherfucker got a Tommy gun. Yo, Kickback is in the Mafia. Like Joey 2 Times. Look that up on YouTube. Just look up Joey 2 Times or some shit like that on Goodfellas. He was like, I'm gonna go check the papers. But anyway, so yeah, there they go. Now, I think, oh shit, I'm fucking up. I also got this. I like this thing. Do I think, worth over $100, maybe. So it came with, that's not the figure that it came with. I actually like put that in like a package, like concealant, like a case or whatever, and put it away. But this is like, I think like the very first Mandalorian I bought. It did come with that little Grogu. So I like the way this thing feels, the way this looks. I like the way this looks next to my Razor Crest. So there's a lot of reviews online and stuff like that. So like, I'm just gonna like tell you what I like about it. So I like how the hatch, everybody type McFarlane. I feel like when I'm showing shit, I'm like McFarlane, but it opens up, but that's not how you put him in. I actually had to read the instructions on this thing. Like, I had a blast with this watching Ahsoka. So it opens up. I'm sorry. Look, Gotta make sure I keep it in focus. But boom. And then you can store all his weapons and stuff back there. And I just dropped a little ball that little Grogu goes in. So the way he goes in there is there's like a little separate, well, it's stuck in there now, but it comes separate, and you put that piece in there, so you can either put like the top of a droid on there, or he has a little peg. So he's not just sitting there, you put his little foot in the peg, and then the dome secures on top of that. So I think that's pretty dope. Yeah, I like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this next to, I really do, like, I like the way this feels and shit like that. Like, I mean, I don't really like the fact that he drives it. I feel like this should be a part of a bigger ship. Like, I wish he still had something as large as the Razor Crest, because he used to collect bounties, but I guess he doesn't really work with the guild like that anymore. But I mean, this can't really transport anything. It's just him and Grogu. And so I feel like this could be like a detachment that flies off. Kind of like you got the Ghost and you got the Ghost 2 or whatever. Like, I feel like this would have been like tight or something like that. Or like Star Trek, how the saucer disengages. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. And then also, you don't have to have it on this base. You can take it off this base, right? And then it comes with like, since there's no landing gear, it comes with like this little base, this little acrylic base that comes with it. So that if you want to just have it, you know, low to the ground as if it's flying, you can have that. Me personally, I like the way this is posted up next to the, next to his Razor Crest, which I still love looking at that thing. So I like having this next to it. So anyway, that's that. But another thing I'm watching like online, like I received like a lot more stuff. Like I got my X-Men 97 in the mail, but I'm not in the Marvel mood. I'm now in the Transformers and G.I. Joe mood. And shout out if you've watched Transformers Animated. I'm starting to like that show. I'm on season 2. When I first saw it, I was just like, no, this, I mean, when it came out, I wasn't collecting, but, you know, I was a stickler for the original, and I was like, fuck no. I wasn't even watching, was I watching Beast Wars back then? I hadn't even watched Beast Wars. I didn't watch Beast Wars until, like, I was, like, 27. And so, like, that to me is a testament to how good that fucking show is. Like, I love that in Prime, but Beast Wars, it looks so stupid, but it's so solid. It looks ridiculous. So, like, you know how some shit don't age. Like, trying to watch the Thundercats now is just like, oh, God. But, like, or anything past the first season of the old Ninja Turtles, oh, my God. But Beast Wars, salute. But, yeah, so I'm watching Animated. And, what's his name? Sentinel Prime's a dick. Like, I see the development, and that's another thing that I love. That's why I kind of like Prime. That's, you know what? I like Prime more. I like Prime more than the Beast Wars, but I do understand how people can see that it's better. That sounds weird. And I think the reason why it has a little edge is because, A, that's my favorite Megatron, but also, those are probably like 2 of my favorite Megatrons on both seasons, on both shows. But anyway, the character development in Prime, every character had development, even from Prime to Miko. Like, they all like developed over the 3 or 4 seasons, if you want to include the Beast Hunters. But like, they all developed, like every single character. And if they didn't develop, they like killed them off. Beast Wars, there was a couple of people, like the main 2 characters that had the most development, correct me if I'm wrong, was most definitely fucking Dinobot, especially with his death scene. They shouldn't even resurrected him. He should have just stayed dead. Like, fuck that other Dinobot. But Dinobot and Black Arachnia. Like, they were both, you know, anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. So I'm liking Animated. I kind of fast forward through like the bullshit episodes where it's just like some random, like that guy who they call like the headmaster. I get where they play on headmasters, but it's not for me. It's just kind of like, to me, it feels like filler. So like, I like to keep the story moving. But so far it's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, I hated it. They transformed. They just like, I like Jazz. I cannot wait for them to release Jazz in toy form. Like, I'm excited about that Bumblebee. I'm excited about that fucking Optimus Prime when they release them. Like, keep that coming. Like, I'm excited for that wave, you know? Like, yeah, I picked her up, but Cyberverse, dude, I just couldn't do it. Like, I've watched enough of Cyberverse to try to make a decision, and it just cannot hold my attention. Like, it's pretty fucking bad. I'm sorry. I sort of like Grimlock's character. He's not the Grimlock I know and love, but like, you know what I mean? He has like and I like that damn wolf. I forget his name. But anyway, so that's it for that. If you follow other YouTubers, oh my God, there's beef going on. Hold on, watch this. Y'all stay tuned. So check it. I mean, it's just, I'm not like showing because they're expensive. I'm just showing like, fucking stop with brand loyalty. Holy shit. Nike. Holy shit. What the? Adidas. No way. No fuck. ASIC. No. Come on now. It's all about the. No. I don't. Stop. This whole G.I. Joe versus Valaverse. Like, when I see. And this ain't even now, right now, about anybody that I follow. It's like sometimes I'll see it and I just choose not to do the negativity, just too fucking, like, I like drama sometimes, I like negativity just in, you know, spurts, but goddamn, like, fuck, like, look, man, if you don't fucking like something, just don't, you know what I mean, like, talk shit, I'm gonna keep it real, like, I'm gonna talk shit about McFarlane, but I will still fucking buy it, you know what I mean, like, even if they gave me something, of course I would take it. I just let them know, listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, cause they make shit that's great. Like that Batman, like, 6-pack. Did we really need to buy that? I want that Bat Signal, fuck yes, because now, that's what I wanted to get to. They now releasing the George Clooney movie. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I don't really like Build-A-Figures, and that movie was god awful. It was so damn awful that it was good, and I want that Mr. Freeze so bad. All right, everyone, chill. Like, I got the only thing in that line that looks good to me is Poison Ivy. Like, if I had to just buy one, that fucking Uma Thurman Poison Ivy, that shit looks good. So like, yeah. That shit looks nice. I want to get that whole fucking wave. Yes, I got to buy George Clooney again. But I noticed, though, he has, like, the plastic cape. Fuck that. I'm glad I got that 6-pack. But, yeah. So, anyway, and if there's something in there that I don't like I said before in one of my videos, it's not Todd or whatever his first, you know, I'm pretty sure Todd is short for something. But if it's not, I'm not, like, I don't dislike Todd as a person because I don't fucking know the man. It's his company that has his name. It's his label. And so I know he's not making every decision. I hope to God not. Because, like, unless he's like Two-Face, like a genius and a fucking madman. But, like, there's some shit that I just feel like, oh my God. It's like, what movie was that? Willy Wonka? It was something to where, like, they took advantage of, like, the guy's shit, like, when he just wanted to make, like, fun shit. But then the corporate suits and shit like that. So I feel like that's what happens with some of his products. Needless to say, there's still a lot that I like. Right now, it's just the distribution. There haven't been anything that I wanted that I haven't gotten my hands on, but for the people who can't, that's why I'm pissed off. Like that Batmobile, like there should be certain shit that is just plentiful, like fucking plentiful. We should all be rejoicing. So with that being said, I don't have brand loyalty. Like, I don't give a fuck how good Valaverse is doing or how good G.I. Joe's doing. I don't give a shit how good Super Sale is doing or how good NEC is doing. Just mo shit for me. But, yeah, when people say, oh, Disney's in trouble, oh, Star Wars is in trouble, dude, you are thirsty as fuck for views. Like you are fucking thirsty for drama. Fuck that. Like, dude, I don't give a shit if Disney's in trouble. I don't give a shit if Hasbro's in trouble. I don't give a fuck if shit goes on sale. They give a fuck, but only to a certain degree. They haven't super course corrected, so I don't think they give that much fucks, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna keep buying motherfucking. I'm just not gonna break my neck to buy G.I. Joe. The Valaverse. Somebody was like, they're hard to like come by. Like, I think they hard to come by when you don't jump on it. Like, there'll be like months where the shit's available, especially on big, like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store. But no, really, there hasn't been a Valaverse figure, and I jumped in late. There's not a figure that I wanted that I don't see or can get, other than that undercover, what's his name? Condor. There we go. That looks tight. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna break my neck and buy shit that I don't want. With Valaverse, I do pick and choose because I got nothing to like compare it to. Because once again, what got me into G.I. Joe was that animated movie. That fucking opening sequence. I can't watch that. That people say that movie was awful. Like, I mean, like, I am glad I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe to make that you know, judgment, because my judgment starts with that movie and then I go backwards. Which the cartoon does have some damn good episodes, especially the original. When it became cartoony and campy, like Cobra Commander, no, that was like the season 3, 4, and 5 of Turtles, just stupid. But Oroku Saki was badass in season 1 of the Turtles. Cobra Commander and Destro was badass on the first 1 and 2 season when when the opening was against Cobra and Destro. But like anyway, let me get back to it. I got more to identify with when it comes to G.I. Joe. Valaverse, I know. Well, Action Force, I know was around. The Steel Brigade, I know was around. I might fucking get the Steel Brigade. I'm just liking the G.I. Joe mix with the Hasbro. G.I. Joe was done with the Marvel, so I'm gonna fucking put them with Marvel also, but I can't just keep them in the box. I got too many fucking G.I. Joes. But honestly, I like them both. I think, and here's the thing, here's the God honest truth. From me, for someone, let's say for instance, I give two fucks about Valaverse. Like say I don't give a fuck about Valaverse. For me to not know it, like it's like Mythic Legions or something like that. For me to grab one of those, like I don't even follow Dungeons and Dragons, but those NECA figures are so tight I had to get them. That's how I felt. You know, also with NECA when it came to Defenders of the Earth, I was like, I got all of them except for that Ice dude. That just looks cheap as fuck. But the fucking Ming the Merciless and shit, that shit looks good. Like it fucking looks so good. I just had to fucking get it. I might pick up some Cosmic Legion shit, and I don't know nothing about any of that. It just looks that good. So with that being said, to me, when it came to Valaverse, that Swarm and that fucking Pandora looks so good. That's what got me into the game. And I was like, I kind of like it. I mean, somebody said read the comics. If you know who you are, I am going to pick up the comics. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Valaverse.com because I feel like that's all you can get it from. And I do, you look at my videos, collect comics, even if I give like issue 1 a try. So a lot of good stories are within like novels and comics outside of like, you know, the cinema. So I might fuck around. Like, I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to shout you out. I'm just going off the fly here. So, I mean, for some people to put so much resources into bashing a product when there's more than just one, like, it befounds me. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I get just what little bit of money I make on YouTube, right? I'm looking at like other shit that I normally wouldn't buy, and I'm like, okay. And like I actually like started a fund. I was like talking today, like, because today was like the first time something was deposited, and I was excited, yeah, because I was like, oh shit, like this is like real. But now it's gonna be time to like scrutinize tax and stuff. But long story short, I'm not gonna take that money and just turn around and buy toys. But also a reason why I don't do like reviews, I just talk to y'all sometimes, do a review, because I don't want that pressure. That's why sometimes I don't do a review and I get shit. Like, I've been having this for a minute because I want to pose it up. I want to, like, I don't even do toy photography. Like, I'll just, like now I'm off of Transformers and I'm in a G.I. Joe mood. I've been having my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie 3 4-pack for a minute, and I saw at the toy fair that they're coming out with the 2-packs and shit. So if y'all didn't cop that, like, here's your chance. I didn't want to take no chances, even trying to hunt it. I'm like, there it is. Let me just grab 2 of them. But with that being said, I'm just not in the Ninja Turtles mood. Like, I got my Foot Clan from like the last Ronin. I haven't opened those up because when I open shit, comment down below if you get like this, right? Like, for instance, video game wise, I'm almost in a Resident Evil mood, so I'm about to pick back up on 4. When I'm not feeling something, I just let it go because I don't want to lose interest in it. Or when I lose interest in it, I just let it go. Right now, I'm back on G.I. Joe. I've been watching a couple of like the episodes. Like, I'll let it play while I'm getting ready after listening to like a podcast and then CSNBC. But like, I'll just let an episode play, you know, like the inner child in me when I'm getting ready for work. So I'm in a G.I. Joe mood. Plus, I'm trying to gear up for whenever the fuck between now and the 31st of December, I get my damn his tank. So with that being said, yeah, I'm in a G.I. Joe mood. So I didn't want to make this too long. I know it's not becoming too long, but yeah, I'm about to just start. And I don't plan on getting it done tonight or this week. It's going to look like a fucking mess because I want to go through. But yeah, I got my Marvel. I got a shit ton of Marvel Legends. I haven't even opened. Like today, I just got Bishop. I'm going to open him, but I'm not going to open Storm. I'm not going to open Wolverine because I like that cell shade look. Like when I look at that, it looks like the cartoon, and that's what introduced me to X-Men. Yeah, I watched like the Pride of the X-Men when I was a kid, and like Fantastic Four and RoboCop and shit. But that opening to X-Men is probably one of my out of every anime, movie, cartoon, anything that I've watched, that is in my top 5 favorite openings. That X-Men the animated series, like fuck. But anyway, so when I get into an X-Men mood again, I'll open it up and I'll be like in that mood again. You know what I'm saying? So I just go through moods, and right now it's G.I. Joe. But back to my point. I'm sorry I was rambling. Thank you for bearing with me. But yeah, Valaverse was so damn good that I had to get those figures, and like I'm gonna get more. So When Valaverse makes something like I don't like, I kind of haven't been disappointed with anything I got because I picked and chose that's what I wanted. It's not super mass produced really. It's like, okay, I'm gonna come out with like 5 figures, let them mean something. They probably tie into the comic and boom. G.I. Joe now, especially after COVID, is just like, I've forgotten what the fuck is out now. Like it used to be like, when I make my wall, it'd be like 2 or 3 at the most. Now with all these exclusives, you got a wave of Target, you got a wave of Walmart. I forgot about Big Ben and that damn zombie one. I pre-ordered those on Hasbro Pulse back when some kind of special was going on. It was during like something and they went back up for pre-order. And I was like, damn, they look like they... Big Ben I wanted, but it was some caveat to me pre-ordering 3 things and paying for them right then and there. But like, long story short, I have said I won't pre-order. Let me belay that. I won't pre-order any and every fucking thing I see like I used to. I've learned the hard way, especially with that Optimus Prime. There's 2 Optimus Primes I missed out on, and I could have pre-ordered, but I was like, nah, fuck that. Because it's so dumbfounding. Like, there'll be shit that's just plentiful. They got Megatron from the Gamerverse, but it's like they made 200 Optimus Primes from the Gamerverse, 200 Optimus Primes from the Rise of the Beast, and it's like, fuck it, that's it. Not seen them anywhere, but I'm not gonna lose sleep. I've seen them on different, websites where the price is jacked up, and when I think, damn, that used to be $30, I'm not paying $60, $70 for that. Fuck that, dude. I'm just gonna have to do it out. But anyway, so hopefully I get my hands on those. I'm not buying no KO versions of those or anything like that. But speaking of Optimus, I did pre-order my first, what do you call it? The Transformers masterpiece. And it was the Optimus Prime. It looks like the MP44. I think it's MP44S. It's basically the one that came out, and it doesn't have the trailer, but it has like the toy deco. That's what I want. To be honest, when it comes to Transformers, the reason why like I still got this cup and I didn't get the cartoon version, because when it comes to the Transformers, I like the toy version. Now, with that being said, when I hear some like people like, cause I don't do newscasts, but when I see people do news and they're like, it doesn't look like the cartoon. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't want it to look like the cartoon. When it comes to the toy, like Super 7, I enjoyed those. Like, that's what I was collecting. I was like, fuck a NECA. It's one of my friends' fault that I now have NECA because he brought me my shredder. Check out one of my videos from like a year ago. But yeah, NECA was like, to me, the tuning version. It was like, okay, but ultimately it was the toys. The turtle toys didn't look shit like the movie, nor did it look shit like the cartoon, but we fucking love that shit, right? So now it's like we as a community, some of us in the community, we're so entitled that we have to say like, oh, here's Ramsey. Oh, well, that deco is not quite the color of the cartoon. Dude, I'm pretty sure there's so fucking many versions that fucking, who cares? So I pre-ordered that one, and I'm glad, me personally, I'm glad. I know they have like the cartoon version as well, which does look good, but when it comes to like my KO masterpieces and stuff like that, because I joined late and I'm not paying $700 for no fucking Transformer, says the man who spent $700 on Galactus. But see, I can talk shit about myself. See, none of us make sense, even me. It's just what's valuable to you. There's not that many there's not that many Galactuses or Galactices. There's not that many of them. It's just like certain versions. Like, but there's 100 fucking Optimus Primes. Like, shit. No, I'm not gonna buy when I can get this one. But I did pre-order that one, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And I remember from my memory, the Power Master Optimus Prime was the first Prime I had, but I did pre-order the Lost Unit or whatever. Because I have a feeling, somebody, I think it was TJ Omega, you ever watched him and you're a Transformers fan, he's like, I think, guys, that, he's got that nerdy voice. I'm just talking shit, man. I still fucks with him. I still have a drink with him. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't discriminate when I hang. When I hang out with my friends, we do not look the same. I might still dress however the hell I want, but still, chop it up. So with that being said, I'm just talking shit. But he mentioned it, and I think that was a good idea, that they might do some re-releases of like at least the major Autobots and Decepticons with like more of a like touched up, feel to it. So I pre-ordered the one that comes with the trailer because I'm like, you know what? I won't lie. Like, after being in the Transformers mood and kind of watching Transformers stuff like that, Prime really is badass. And you know what I think makes him badass? Because I was watching, I like to watch history of this and history of that. He was never, and I can't take credit. I wish, if you just look up like the history of this, is this guy who does like 80s videos. Like, he shows his toy room as like 80s. I can't remember his name. But when he like had like prom next to He-Man and all that, he made a good point that's badass, and I kind of like stoic heroes. He's never been tried to be badass and how much ass can I kick. He's always looked for like, he's never been like Jackie Chan, kind of like, I don't want trouble, but more like he wants a more diplomatic solution. But if he has to, watch the beginning of the fucking animated movie where Megatron must be stopped, and he came in there and the motherfucking, you got the touch, and he basically kicked every Decepticon's ass, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Don't get the shit twisted. He will get in your ass. So like, I can see the respect and love for Convoy, aka Optimus Prime. So you know what? As a Hot Rod fan, not even Rodimus Prime, but Hot Rod, actually Hot Rod and Rodimus just from that movie. The show was just season 3. But yeah, I fucks with Prime. So I was like, you know what? I don't think he was my first Transformer. He's the first Transformer I can remember ever getting. And I remember his trailer, the little latch broke. So like I played with that damn thing, and thanks to my cousins, because they told my mother, you know, some parents just don't understand. And she would have got me some bullshit, but shout out to everybody that got their first Prime. So I pre-ordered both of those. I got money set aside for those, and I very much look fucking forward to those. I don't think I'm gonna do like a huge KO collection. In fact, I mean a huge masterpiece. In fact, I haven't even really gotten any more KOs because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be oversaturated. When it comes to Transformers, was the first toy I started collecting in my collection, and that's because like those are some of the first toys I ever had, and like starting with this motherfucker right here, I now have like 3 big ass shelves. Ooh, see, I need to dust him off, but yeah. So with that being said, I pre-ordered those. Everybody who gives a fuck, I got Transformers and GoBots. I got Nikes, I got Adidas, I got Valaverse, and I got fucking G.I. Joe. Those out there, whoever watching this, y'all know who y'all are. I mean, I'm not shots fired. I'm getting in. I'm like reaping the rewards of everybody's side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't picked on Uncle Tim in a while, but I do it because it's funny to me, not because I'm trying to gain clout, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm like, dude, like if I want to see people, even if I don't like you, and see you out of the, because I'm going to Comic-Con next year before I leave California. That's on my bucket list. We gonna make that shit happen. Fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever it fucking takes. If I gotta call my Amex concierge and be like, get me those fucking tickets. Because I tried once in my life in 2014. Them bitches sell faster than the Super Bowl. And when I saw how much it costs for military versus with scalpers, like they're like $27 for me. And they wanted $200 because I almost did it this year. And I was like, man, fuck that. And I don't like driving, but I've recently taken the train. Shout out if you've ever taken the train, dude. I just took it this weekend. Fucking loved it. I am going to, especially the way gas prices like $6 here in Cali. Fuck that, dude. $31 gets me anywhere in Cali, damn near. So I will be going to Comic-Con. I use some of my credit card drawer cards because I get like free nights annually a year. So boom, that's my 3 nights right there next year. Then I'm about this bitch. But I want to see people and be like, oh shit. Oh shit, dog. What's up? You know, dap up like, what's going on, man? You know. And just do that, man. I don't even want to beef, you know what I'm saying? I just want to talk shit, but not beef. And somebody pull my card and like Boog, I was watching, I got to make a correction video. I was watching the Boog and the Shartimus Prime and then the Talker Art. I got to say, yo, 2 things I took away from that. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I fucks with Boog. As a matter of fact, somebody commented, they was like, is this backwards day? You right, bro. I'm sorry. Whoever wrote that, you right, because I'm still gonna fuck with Talker Art. But what I did notice, I hate saying this, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm like, bro, you started doing some feminine type shit, which is like move the goalposts, shame, guilt, and insults and shit like that. And shout out to Shartimus because he didn't do no bitch shit like just be silent. Like he mediated, like well. He's like, I'm shutting this shit down. Like he muted the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Boog because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to watch content from that guy on anything but toys. I just want to hear, I'm about to start listening to his podcast now because I'm like, yo, I fucks with you, dog. I'm not, you know what I mean? He got that East Coast flow. I'm like, yo, I fucks with this guy. Like, he didn't let shit, he kept shit chronologically. So it's kind of like if somebody's like, yo, you talking shit. But when you take that out of context, as you know, I noticed he kept saying, I'm going in chronological order. Kind of like, you know what I mean? It was done, I wasn't saying nothing, but every time, and then Talker would be like, well, you on my channel, if you don't like it, don't watch it. come on, dog. Like I didn't even really watch all of it because it started to get just too negative. I'm like, look, dog, I'm next. But he was basically saying, stick to the fucking chronological. Yeah, if you tell me right now, oh, you slapped her. Okay, what was his context? You gotta say you slapped her after she shot your mother. Oh, then the audience realized, oh shit, yeah, well. So I don't think he was looking on his channels like so many times, like people shout out, like people have shouted me out and thank you so much, you know what I mean? It's like, if somebody's like, oh, fuck this guy over here and blah, 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 and show a clip, that might make people go over there and look, because sometimes all publicity is good publicity. But what he was saying is like, I can take a joke, you know what I'm saying, but not no fucking disrespect. So if a man sees it as disrespect, right, the way I see it is like this. I am not going to, especially if nobody I care about or myself is in immediate danger, I'm not going to push on physical. Like if you're watching this, you know me, you know I get pissed and shit like that. So I'm not gonna act like I'm a saint, but I am not gonna pursue the threat of violence. Like, keep talking, I'm gonna whoop your ass. If somebody, like, say I even ask kindly, as kind as I can, like, yo, dog, just, you know what I mean? Like Will Smith, I feel like he should have started with keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And then not even slap them, but humiliate them. Go get your award and just be like, yo, kind of like how Nicki Minaj did to old girl. You know what I mean? When you got the mic and you can really hit them where it hurts. You know what I mean? If you want to do it where it hurts without using your fist, be like, you know what I mean? And I told that little weak motherfucker to keep my wife's name out your mouth while I get my motherfucking award. Deuces. You know what I mean? Show your work. Let your work talk for you. Or if you want to take it into some hood shit, catch that motherfucker backstage. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta walk up there. That was ego and that feminine energy. Like, he could have been like, all right, motherfucker, bet. Most motherfuckers like to hoop and holler in a crowded room. Holler at this man when there's nobody in the room, in an empty room, and it's just y'all, and you in front of the door. Then be like, yo, I mean, you want to get busy, we can get busy. But I'll never want to do that. I'm not going to act like I'm a fighter. I'm going to defend myself like I'm going to use karate. No. But I will match your energy. So if you talking slick shit and I ask you, you know, basically, you know what I mean, chill, you know what I mean? Like, I got friends who would say, or I meet women who like to use the word bitch, fly, and loose. So I'm like, honestly, you can damn near call me anything else. You would think the N word, no. The two things that will piss me off is bitch and stupid. Like, just don't even fucking say that to me, like, right? And if you keep it on, I'm like, all right. But say I don't want to physically touch you or I want to promote that. Now, I might maneuver you into doing something to me, and then either I got to get my ass whooped or you got to give me my one. You got to give me my, you got to eat that. Ran out of time, just run off at the mouth. And I'm supposed to keep this short and simple. But long story short, I mean, shoot him as one. If not, man, keep it moving. But I will just, like, if you're going to keep running your mouth, then I would just do some shit like, yo, I would make it, I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? If I had that kind of video or if I was just talking, I'm like, look, you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not going to do nothing. And if I really cross a man or a woman, if I cross any person and they really feel like I crossed them, I know me for a fact. And that's why the people I keep around me, like if one person's fighting, we all fight, because I know myself and who I keep around me don't start shit and don't go looking for shit, right? So if I really do something or cross somebody or cause them grievance, then I'm like, all right, man, cool, squash. You know what I mean? Like, used to us fighting on the court, playing the game, whatever, fucking physical, bleeding. And then, you know what I mean, it's all out the system. And then, like, I mean, you right there at each other's throat. And then later on that day, y'all both laughing. So that's just how I live. And I'm not saying I'm a saint, like, you know, guys, let's everybody get along. Fuck it. I know, man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But I would just be like this. Like, I mean, like, if you got something against me and we just can squash it, but I also said, like, just please keep my name out your mouth, but you don't, I'm gonna be like this. I'm like, you know what I mean? I would just talk mad shit at that point. Like, I wouldn't have nothing to prove. Like, you can't beat me. I'm like, listen, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'll just do that until, like, you know what I mean, you step. Otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, otherwise I just won't let it bother me. I'm like, yo, clearly this motherfucker is crazy and just, you know what I mean, on some feminine ass energy. It's like when you done with a chick and she just keep fucking calling you or texting, you block the number and they call from a different fucking number. Yo, what the fuck? Fuck that. No. I'm not even gonna lure you into arguing with me. I'm just gonna, if I have to block, because I've done it before, if I had to block every number you create, so fucking be it. I'm not gonna answer saying, get off my fucking phone. They used to be younger me, it gets nowhere. You've now given them energy. They won't die. They, like, soon as you respond, it's all over. You know what I mean? Like, somebody who's doing that, in my opinion, you dead inside. Like, your soul is fucked. You know what I'm saying? Or if you really just got mad. But at the same time, the people who beef and talk shit online, because there's more than just two. There's a lot of shit going on. It's like, sometimes for me, it's fun to just talk shit. So they might just be having fun. Like, hey, having fun. But I'm never going to just be like, yo, motherfucker, I got more money than you. I got more money than you. I got more bitches than you. Like, okay, you give a fuck. You probably do. Yes, you do. Shit, I'm broke as fuck, motherfucker. I'm in the military. We ain't rich. So, like, yeah, man. But, like, with all that being said, look, if Uncle Tim, if you got something to say, man, I mean, I ain't your motherfucking nephew. You ain't my uncle, man. You just some motherfucking dude online. I'm just joking. It's all love. I'm just joking. Y'all probably thought I took that left ways. But until later, fam, I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I mean? And, you know, I can't even think of nobody else. I'm about to do Mega J. Guys, peace, love, harmony, good journey. I know you got that from the Masters Universe movie. Who else the way they say goodbye? Nobody else? Fuck it, me. Who ya?